The 3 strategies today, very simple. Number 1, a cross sale. Okay, now I want you to visualize which I haven't had breakfast today, guys. I'm not trying to make you hungry, but I want you to visualize about the cross sale. I want you to take a slice of bread right now. It doesn't matter if you like if you like rye, white, if you like wheat, whatever you like, or if you like yours toasted. Take that. I want you to take that slice of bread right now and sit it in front of you. Now, tell me, okay, what's your specialty? What type of spread would you want on that bread? You see what I'm saying? Now, the store sells you bread, right? But they don't say, hey, now that you got the bread, why don't you buy this spread, this jam or spread to go with it, do they? Normally you buy bread by itself, correct? Okay, now in your business, you're putting before them a slice of bread. And now you are the one saying, now add this particular spread to it to enhance the flavor. You've enhanced the flavor when you do a cross sale. When you go walk through a mall and look at a shoe store, women, because I was one of them, because I love shoes, are hanging all out of the store. If they've got a store that they really have a preference to, a store, that everybody in the store knows their name and they know them, and people are just, they know their style. So when they come and say, Marlene, I'm glad you're here today. Look what I found. I know you would have loved this shoe. Now, a cross sale right there would be a handbag. Marlene, look at this. This handbag would be perfect. This matches those shoes. They just did what? I trust them. I'm a loyal customer. I'm doing repeat business with them. So most likely, I'm gonna buy that handbag, right? I got the shoes and now the handbag. That is that's a cross sale. Okay, number 2, an upsell. Up, up, up. Okay, guys. So we're talking about the up. So if you are again, let's look at the shoe store again, and you're in the store and this person knows what type of shoe that you like. But what if something brand new, a new style came out, something that you've never worn before, but the salesperson says, when I looked at this, I knew that this would be something new that would give you more an innovative, classier look, because I know how you like to dress, because this style right here is great, but this would give you a totally different look, and it would also it would complement your clothes. It would give you a totally different look with your clothing. And so you're listening to them upsell. This shoe costs $100 more. 100 more. You see what I'm saying? It's more expensive. And that little purse I talked about, it didn't cost that much. And plus it complemented the shoes, right? Now we're talking about a brand new, something that's totally different. A brand new item, and it's more expensive. Now how many of you, the third, okay, number 1 is cross sale. Number 2, upsell. 3, customer programs, a customer loyalty program. How many of you like Starbucks? Have you noticed the customer programs that Starbucks offers? Have you noticed that? Like, for instance, if you make a purchase from their program, from your telephone, you can accumulate points, which will give you a discount on your purchase of coffee. Have y'all noticed what Starbucks does? Have you ever noticed what they do? When you walk in, they give discounts, and they always have something featured, don't they? And also, when you look at, I looked at one of the bookstores. I'm trying to think the name, but anyway, this bookstore, what they do is they have you to purchase for $25 annually. When you pay $25 a year, you get 40%, guys, off the cost of your book, and you get free books. Do you see what I'm saying? That's a customer loyalty program, guys, because it will do what? It increases. It's going to increase business, no matter if it's snowing outside, no matter if it's a COVID-19 occurring, no matter if inflation is occurring. Guess what? They feel you care, you're looking out for their dollars and cents. And so they then give you, and then they're giving. They're a giving business. Customers going to look at you giving to them. And you're also giving when you go and listen to them, listen to their feedback. So 3 strategies. Number 1, cross sale, upsell, customer loyalty program. All right. Now, the Riggs business, Riggs and Rogers have a pastry business. Riggs have been in business, guys, they've been in business for about 16 years. It's a family business. Sound like one, doesn't it? It's a family business, family owned. And the husband, okay, now Nancy's husband is the one who's been running it. He's been running it now for about 30 years. And so they've already lost a lot of the family members. So they're now dead. They have a few family members that are still living, but they do not have anything at this point to do with the business. They actually don't. They just kind of on the sidelines, and they're being critical, but still they have nothing to do. But they still get, you can set it up though, guys, where the business will still give installments to the family. Even if they're not even working in the business, they'll still receive a benefit. So anyway, Nancy's husband has died. Nancy's now the full runner. She's the one who calls all the shots for the business. In this business, they create pastries. Right there in that establishment, they make pastries that are delivered to hotels, restaurants, businesses, you name it. They service the city of Dallas. Dallas is large. So, they got a lot of business there, don't they? So now, with all of what they're doing, they've split it up where Nancy does one portion of the contacts and the clientele and deliveries, and her daughter, Helen, she takes care of the other responsibilities. So they've split up the responsibilities. Can anybody tell me at this point, what do you think could possibly go wrong right now? Just this, what do you think? Okay, Nancy's doing one part of the business. She's taking care of the deliveries. She's taking care of the customer contact. She does all of it. And then her daughter, she's doing the other half of it. What do you think could actually, what's wrong with this? Can anybody tell me? That's good that they are partnering with each other, but what could be something that could possibly go wrong here? David?
Well, if they are not aware of what the other person does, if they haven't had cross training, if somebody is sick or something goes wrong, if someone goes on vacation, they don't know how to perform that person's responsibilities, and they don't have the relationship with the people that individual services. And so there needs to be cross training so that they at least have familiarity with what the other person does, so that if they are sick, if they have some kind of emergency, or they just want to take vacation, that the business can carry on, because they can pick up those responsibilities.
Absolutely. Okay, now, and look, and you know what? And that's exactly what occurred. Okay, now, okay, Helen, the mother. Okay, now the mother is now she's become ill. She's ill. Now, what the daughter now is thinking, how do I continue to balance everything and keep profits, at least retain the profits the way they are. And it's all in her hands. What does she do? What does she do to create repeat business with her mother being out sick? What does she do at this point? Now, I want all of you to think about this. I've told you the scenario. Now, at this point, if this were your business, this is your business, and you were in the daughter's shoes, and now let me tell you this, she's a single parent, and she and her mom, they're the only two that they're doing this together, guys. They don't want, and they're worried. They don't want to lose business. They don't want to lose profits. Now, let me ask you this: if this were your business, and anyone, just speak and let me know what you think. What would you do in order, if you were in the daughter's shoes? What would you do? Any ideas?
Well, I want to give other people a chance to speak, but yeah, I'll be quiet and I'll let other people chime in.
Okay, okay, David, you go ahead because I wanted to know what you think before I said anything. What do you think the daughter could do at this point? What could she do? What could she do to actually save the business? What do you think?
Well, I think you gave an important clue at the onset, is to focus first on your most loyal customers, the people that you really have a strong relationship with. Those people, they're your bread and butter. They're the people that they're the loyal ones. So they're the ones that are probably going to weather this storm with you. And so, that would be the focus, is to go to the mother's clients that she primarily dealt with, and let them know, hey, is it Helen's daughter? Is it Helen the mother or the daughter?
Okay, yes, Helen. Okay, Helen is no, I'm sorry, Nancy. Nancy's the mother and Helen's the daughter.
Okay,
Nancy.
so you could say I'm Nancy's daughter, Helen, and Nancy's sick right now, and so I just want to introduce myself, and because those loyal customers have a relationship with Nancy, I think that will help to kind of pass the baton by referring to their connection with Nancy, and hopefully that will give Helen a foot in the door to develop a relationship with them as well.
Okay, anybody else? Can you think of what would you do if this were your business? This is your business I'm talking about here. You own this pastry. This is a pastry business, and your partner, it could be your husband, happens to be a mother, and she's sick. And she could be sick, guys, she could be sick for 6 weeks. What is something that you would do in your business if this were you?
So I would say, based on the notes that I was taking, as far as the cross-selling and the upselling and the customer loyalty, at this point, I would begin to introduce some of those programs to make for sure that I continue to bring people into my business. So I'm going to offer a free cupcake or something, a tasting or something as sort, to get them in the store, because once they're in the store, I know that they will buy something.
You know what? Perfect. You know what? Absolutely. And see, if it's a picture, you're right on. That's the wavelength, guys, I was looking at, because let me say this to you. When you talk to, let's like say that Helen doesn't know, the customers that her mother knows, Nancy knows. So she's got to, like Peter said, she's got to step out and reach out to these individuals. And because they already know the mother, and this is the daughter, they'll be okay with her. But like you said, what would really be something that would open their eyes even wider is if she walked up, guys, with a program, with a customer service type of a program that would give them maybe some type of a discount. Let's say, what if Helen didn't know how she was going to make all these deliveries, because her mother, she also made some of the deliveries, and then Nancy makes deliveries as well. So what if she were to take care of some of the deliveries, but then she said, if you have someone who can come to our businesses to pick up your orders, give them some type of incentive for picking it up.